Welcome back to a 78 Camaro video here on ShopDog-Garage. I need to grab a knife and some goggles. And tonight, it's not going to be a very long video. We don't have a cam yet. But I've got the heads and some of the small parts. And one of the things you need to do before your 30 days is up is inspect everything. Make sure you're happy. So give me a few minutes. We'll get some of this stuff open and we will inspect it. Well, I hope I'm in frame for this. Don't know. I'm not that fancy yet. So I warmed it up in here today all the way up to 56 degrees. So it's nice and balmy in here. Because it's kind of cold out. Alright. Okay. Yeah, they got these staples all over, so it's making opening it a little more difficult than I'd hoped. But we're not taking all these staples out. Grab that. Feels like Chinese cardboard. That makes you nervous. Okay, I'm not liking that that's already distorted here and here. Okay, so we have rocker studs and should be guide plates, and we do. Alright. Okay, real quick, let me give you an overhead. So right now I'm just going to look for damage before I unwrap it. And then we'll get it out and give it a pretty thorough look over. So sorry about that. Let's set you guys back down. Alright. Ooh, stickers. Okay. Apparently, these heads will cause cancer, at least in the state of California. And we got a sticker here, so not too worried about those right now. Alright. Okay, notice the wrapping's not completely covered, and there's something on the head here, but it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, that's not going to be a big deal. Okay, just kind of looking at spark hole threads here, making sure no spark plugs have actually been installed. Okay, looking inside the ports, they look good and clean. So, right now, this looks pretty promising. Makes me feel a little better. Because, as you guys know, none of this stuff's ever very free. Okay. And we're keeping this very, very soft aluminum on wood, not on metal. And not on concrete. So we're just trying to protect everything. So you can see every one of the valves hit in shipment, but you know, no keepers are knocked or anything, so I don't think any damage happened. I think this siren is only good one time. I don't think you can count on that twice. But yeah, they got these stupid staples everywhere. So yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but looking at this one, we've got a lot of the same thing happening. So let's lift her. Ooh, it's very dry in here, and my arm hairs just went whoop. So we have studs, Wow, we got guide plates are coming out. Well, since they're coming out, I'll show you. Here's big block Chevy guide plates. Okay, let's set those aside. Take a quick peek for anything obvious. Once again, all the keepers are positioned. Nothing's been sprung there. All right. Okay, more stickers. All right. So, just like last time, we're going to give it a little bit of look over. One, we're making sure it's all clean and new. I mean, there's construction or assembly liquids on here. I don't care about that. I'm looking for returns that didn't get cleaned. So, and if you ever wonder why you have to seal the bolts for the heads, see there's a bolt hole here. You can see where it comes through right there. So you got to seal that. And that'll definitely that'll leak a little if you don't seal those bolts. So looking down inside the intake runners, everything looks nice and clean. They are humongous. I'll show you guys in just a minute. Okay. And looking at the exhaust ports, they look good as well. So you'll see there's obviously some marking that happened here. So looking in this exhaust port, hopefully you guys can see in there, you can see this beautiful guide that was driven in. So yeah, that looks really, really nice. You know, they all look the same. That same blue mark is in every one of them. You can see all the springs are marked. So now let's look at these intake ports. Oh, these things are humongous. So hopefully you guys can see down in there, and I'm not blocking too much of the light, but those things are giant. And then this is a 122cc chamber. Looks really, really good. Pretty happy there. Happy with the deck surface. We bought the recommended gaskets. So let me get these out of the way and get this other box open, and I'll be right back. All right, let's see what goodies are in this box. Let me move you guys to a better angle. Okay. Let's see. Lots and lots of airbags. I'll pop those later. All right, so here's the gasket we wanted, and probably not changing that at this stage. All right, here are our head gaskets, which I don't know if anybody's noticed. They're getting more and more expensive. Okay, these are an MLS style gasket. And you'll notice the bore is for 4.580 inches. Even though we're only a 496, the AFR 335 series head does recommend a larger bore to allow for any valve clearance issues. This one happens to be 41 mil compressed, which is not an uncommon value. It gives us a nice quench, because remember we're 10 out. So pretty happy. I'm not happy that these kind of dinged out a little, but I don't see any damage, so I'm not going to call Summit out on that. Surprised that they packaged some heavy things with these gaskets. That's why I'm checking these as much as I am, but to be fair, they survived. I see no creasing or damage. Alright, this is, alright, so 3924. Okay. and stickers and paperwork. Okay, throw that on the truck. Okay, here we've got the set called out by ARP for use with this head. That's important. Always check with the head manufacturer which bolts they want you to use. My personal favorite is these Comp Magnum roller rockers. I've had no problems with them. They've worked. They've been easy to install. I've been very happy with them. So I'm glad to have that. Obviously some 3924 is always a great starting point when you don't know what you want for a plug. So, like I said, not the longest video, but that's our unboxing for this. We're going to let this just sit. Actually, I'm probably going to go hang these. So, at this point, I will go pull the block out. Okay, so we're still waiting on the cam. I'm not going to go assembling things without the cam. But I think the next thing that I'm going to do, and I think I'll wait a week because the weather is going to be nicer next week if I'm going to be painting. But I think next week I will clean down the block and we will Chevy orange this guy. Because, don't know if you noticed, it's not. So, yeah, I think that's on our list. Now, I know I said this would be a pretty short video. I've been out here for a little while, but just nothing to really film. I'm just going through things and inspecting stuff and making sure nothing needs to go back, that nothing's been lost, you know, and kind of mapping this out. We don't have the cam until February. I think I said that a little while ago. So at this point, I think this is going to be the end of this video. Sorry it's so short. But please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.